Secret Lair has made a huge impact on the world of Magic the Gathering, and that trend looks to continue now that Wizards of the Coast is putting forth the concept of either a Secret Lair subscription service or a Secret Lair annual membership service. Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. My friends, we are here today to talk about some very luxurious cardboard indeed. Now, the future of Secret Lairs seems to be an interesting scenario we're looking at. We're going to be diving into information that's been gleaned from a survey that Wizards of the Coast just sent out to customers, essentially, right? Anybody who purchased a Secret Lair received one of these surveys asking for their feedback so Wizards of the Coast can decide what to do going forward. Now, everything on the table, so you understand the scenario, it's pretty much guaranteed there's going to be either an annual membership or a subscription service, because some of you may remember, but I did a video back when the Secret Lair concept first emerged, and there is actually a website that has already been registered, a domain name that's already been registered by Wizards of the Coast that is specifically about subscribing to Secret Lair drops. So in this scenario, obviously, it's really just a matter of which one of these two we're going to get, either annual memberships, subscription services, or both. You never know. Theoretically, they could go every route with it. I mean, when it comes to Secret Lairs, these are very unique products in that they're made to demand, right? Secret Lairs usually works like this. The ordering period is available for a very short period of time. Either you have like 1 day or a week, depending on whether you're dealing with this, like a super drop. If they're doing a bunch of different Secret Lairs at once, you have 1 day to buy them all together, and then each individual day will have a different one that's available. So they're clearly trying different methods. Now, they've sent out this survey to customers who have already purchased Secret Lairs, asking them a number of questions. Some of the questions don't really bring that much information for us. It's just the standardized kind of stuff you would expect Wizards of the Coast to ask. Things like, how many Secret Lairs have you purchased? Although I would figure they'd actually have that information. If you use the same like credit card and account to order things, I guess you could theoretically be using different accounts. But anyways, they're looking for a range of Secret Lairs that you purchased. They're asking, what formats do you like to play? Do you play digitally? Do you use Arena? Like all of this sort of stuff to help build a profile of who their Secret Lair customers are. And that's pretty standard issue. But for me, the most interesting stuff is where it breaks down into the concept of an annual membership and a subscription service, because there's actually a fair bit to that. So I've made notes here so that I can go over the two different concepts, and we'll break down for you guys the difference between a subscription and an annual membership, because they sound fairly similar, right? So we'll start out by talking about the Secret Lair subscription service. So how the Secret Lair subscription service works is basically, it's essentially just an agreement with you and Wizards where you're saying, I'm going to buy every single Secret Lair that ever gets made. So if you make a Secret Lair, I'm locked in to buy it. Although, I mean, maybe locked in isn't the right terminology to use, because they do have the wording there saying you're allowed to change quantities and cancel your order. So locked in, maybe not so much. A strong indicator that you want to purchase this. It's basically, instead of you having to opt in for each Secret Lair, you're auto opted in for each Secret Lair, and you have to opt out if you don't want it. So instead of having to pay attention to when the Secret Lair drops actually happen and scrambling to get there on the right day and making sure that your order goes through the system, because let's be real, there are a number of issues that happen in that way. You got a scenario where they will have one of every single Secret Lair for you. So what are the advantages to signing up for a Secret Lair subscription? Well, one is, first of all, you're not going to miss any Secret Lairs. Now, another advantage is that with the subscription model they're offering, and remember, this is just a survey that's asking how interested you would be in this sort of thing. So this doesn't cement it down. It gives you an idea of what Wizards is considering for this scenario, right? So the Secret Lair subscription will include free shipping on each Secret Lair. So you don't have to worry about getting hit with the shipping costs for each one individually, which is a pretty nice bonus. So you end up buying every layer. You will be billed on the release of that layer. And I assume that actually means when it's shipped out. And when it comes to, let's say you're getting one of the super drops, because they do those. You'll have your individual drops where there's just one, and your super drops where if you buy them all together, then you get a bundled discount price. So if you are a subscriber, you're opted in for every bundle and you get the discounted bundle value. So honestly, the subscription model seems a lot more straightforward than the annual fee style scenario that we're going to go over next with the membership, because that one is a little bit more wild. So to sum it all up, the subscription service is you're going to get every secret layer, you're not going to have to pay shipping, you get discounts if they're bundled together, and that's it. You're just agreeing to buy them all. Wizards has your credit card information on file, I suppose, and just processes it for every single transaction. Now, the membership one is where they're testing a bunch of different options that are included with the membership. So everything that I'm about to list here wouldn't automatically be all of the items that are actually included with the membership. It will probably be some of these items, because the way they have it arrayed in the survey is they list all of these points and they ask you to rate them on a scale of importance, like which ones of these are most appealing to you and which ones are least appealing to you. So when it comes to the membership, how it will work is you would pay an annual fee one time a year. But unlike the subscription service, this isn't an agreement to buy every single secret layer. Instead, it offers you membership bonuses, okay? So one of the bonuses would be that you would be able to get the product a week early. And actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I did forget to mention that with the Secret Lair subscription service, you would essentially be, you know how when they release secret layers, they will already have some pre-made and they ship those out to the very first people who order and everybody else has to wait. And that's why you'll find that when a new secret layer drop comes out, all of a sudden there will be people who have it within 2 weeks of you being able to order it. And then there'll be people who are waiting 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, depending on the secret layer. So you've got a scenario with the subscription service where you will be in that batch of people who get them sent out right away. And it makes sense because if you're subscribed, Wizards will know, okay, we have 10,000 subscribers. Make sure we print 10,000 to begin with, because those are guaranteed sales. They will ship and whatever, and we'll make our subscribers happy. So it's important to know that's how it would work. The membership option would allow you to get your secret layers a week early. And I have to admit that a week early doesn't really mean anything to me. So to me, I just treat that as the same concept of you'll be first in line. So one of the benefits of having membership is you're first in line to receive the secret layers, right? The next item on the list is a 10% discount across the board on every single secret layer. So obviously, when it comes to a 10% discount, you're going to have to take into account the cost of the membership as well as how many secret layers are being released across the board, right? Because if the secret layers you're buying are $40 a piece, you're going to be getting $4 off per secret layer, and you'll have to decide whether the membership fee overall is worth it. There's some math you're going to have to do, and part of it is impossible to know because you don't know how many secret layers are even going to be released in a year. That part, I mean, Secret Lair hasn't been out long enough for us to really predict exactly how many we're going to be getting. And for all I know, with them going with a subscription or membership service, they may be looking to ramp up the number of secret layers that are coming. So the next one, and this is where it's going to get kind of ugly for some people and it's going to cause some uproar. 4 exclusive drops. So 4 secret layers that are only available to members. I mean, Wizards is really pushing up that fear of missing out factor, right? Secret Lair already preys on your like, buy it now, you're not going to get another opportunity mentality by going, you can only order this for a day. You can only order this for a weekend. These are only available for a week. We already have that. Now they're looking to step it up another notch by creating 4 unique drops that you must be a member to get. And I have to say, those exclusives, those are the ones that to me feel like the least desirable outcome in terms of a membership, because it will lead to some people being left out. And all of this, both the subscription and a membership, relies on you trusting Wizards to be able to continue to make secret layers that are enjoyable to you, because secret layers can be very hit or miss. You're going to have somebody who loves Godzilla and the Godzilla Land secret layer. Great, I want that very much. But then they don't like The Walking Dead. And they're like, I don't like this, or I don't like this, or whatever it is. So that whole scenario really kind of changes how to view that. Another option for the memberships would be free shipping. That seems like an easy one to include. Another one they have is occasional surprise gifts. And this falls under that umbrella of exclusivity as well. Are these surprise gifts going to be things that only members of this secret layer membership get? I suspect that it will. I mean, Wizards wants to entice you to buy the membership, right? And then we have one more exclusive item, or not item, exclusive list item. And that is, if you have this membership, you will get access to exclusive secret layer playmats and secret layer sleeves. Now that one for me is a little more, like, I like that better than the 4 exclusive secret layer drops, because getting playmats and sleeves, you know what, that's not going to be something everybody wants and wants all the time. It's not going to lead to the same feeling of missing out, but at the same time, it's bringing something special to the membership that makes it feel a little more desirable. So I'm expecting that more likely, based on the examples that they're giving in their survey, they're probably looking to pick maybe 3 or 4 points on this list. So again, all of the stuff that I've mentioned for the memberships, getting your stuff early, 10% discount, 4 exclusive drops, free shipping, occasional surprise gifts, exclusive playmats and sleeves, it's not going to be all of that for the memberships most likely. They're probably going to pick the ones, probably the top 4 that get the most responses from the survey, and depending on what they are, right? Now, the cost for the annual fee for the membership is $99 or $250. Those are the 2 variations that they gave. Now, bear in mind that that's just for their example. This isn't me saying the memberships will cost this. I'm just trying to give you an idea of the price range. Now, the $250 variation, that was the one where they included a 10% discount. So the other one where it was $100 had a few of the options on the list, but the real difference between the 2 was the 10% discount. So it looks like Wizards is valuing a 10% discount on secret layers at about $150. So if you think about that really, then you're looking at a scenario, and this could be Canadian prices, maybe not. It might be Canadian, it might be American. I've heard from other people who took the survey that they were given the option of $99 and $199, but it showed me $250 and $99. So I'm guessing they're probably trying different ones with different people's surveys, because if they were going to adjust it for Canadian prices, then I would think the $99 tier would also rise up. But either way, if you break it down, the main difference appears to be a 10% discount for an increase of $150 in the membership. So that would mean that to really get your money's worth out of that 10% discount, you'd have to be buying $1,500 worth of secret layers every year. Now, for some people, that's actually going to be nothing, because I know some of you guys buy 10 copies of a secret layer. And if you're buying 10 copies of a $40 secret layer, then all of a sudden you're paying $400. You take a 10% discount off that, that makes one of the secret layers free. So for people who are on the whale spectrum spending big cash, then this actually would become a lot more appealing. But I don't know exactly how many people fall into that category and how wide a net Wizards is trying to cast. Now, it's also possible they may do different tiers of membership, right? You could have regular membership and premium membership, where you can get both of them, and the only difference between them is the premium one gives you a 10% discount. But it's worth it to note that these membership fees don't give you anything in terms of, like, basically you're still just going to be able to buy the secret layers. The only thing that seems like it's a real bonus is the occasional surprise gift. So if you buy a $100 membership, you could theoretically occasionally get a gift sent to you. Now, I don't know which one of these 2 options is going to win out. I mean, I don't know how willing people are to pay for a subscription upfront, where you're essentially saying, I'll buy every secret layer you make regardless of what it is, right? That's like, if you compare it to video games, that's like crazy early access pre-order style mentality where it's like, I don't even know what's coming and I'm agreeing to pay you for it. Although you do have the ability to cancel, but then that also adds now in the hassle of you have to be paying very close attention to what secret layers are coming. You have to hit that cancellation window, right? So it adds new constraints to you. So for me, I think that the annual membership is probably a little more attractive in one way. I mean, the subscription service isn't going to add any cost above and beyond the cost of the secret layers, right? According to what they're saying here, with the subscription model, you're just paying for the secret layers. But with the membership model, you have the ability to theoretically get a discount, get a whole bunch of additional things like exclusive drops, exclusive playmats, free gifts, but also you have the option to opt in or out of any given product, right? Like you're not automatically going to be purchasing every secret layer. And depending on the kind of person you are, some of these things will be more appealing. Like I have to say for myself, I really, really like secret layers, okay? Like I'm not defending the idea of functionally unique cards only being available in secret layers. I don't like that. I don't like cards being walled away from the community. But other than that, in terms of secret layers and the ability to explore crazy different concepts and, you know what, we're gonna give this artist whose art doesn't normally fit in Magic the Gathering, we're gonna go ahead and give them an opportunity to make a crazy secret layer. Or we're gonna do this one based on tattoos. Or one of my favorite concepts with secret layers are the artist spotlight secret layers, where they pick an artist, say, tell us your dreams, son. Tell us what Magic cards you've always wanted to make. We're gonna let you do those cards. That's a really cool concept. So for me, secret layer is a big win, and I want them all, with the exception of occasional here or there ones that I go, okay, that one's not aimed at me. But like 99.5% of all secret layers, I want to own. So the idea of the 4 exclusive drops, to me, is a little bit, that's the one thing I don't want to see in the membership. But I'm guessing because of that exact gut reaction where it makes me want it, they're more likely to include it. So I don't know, just given my perspective on that. Another interesting item that they brought up on the survey talking about secret layers is, would you be interested in a secret layer app? The main purposes of the secret layer app would be 1, to notify you when secret layers are becoming available for purchase, and 2, to work as an online shop so you can actually order them through the app. Now, if Wizards of the Coast can manage to make this app function properly, I think it's a perfectly reasonable thing to create. Because when it comes to secret layers, I feel like the super drops, where they do a bundle of 5 to 7 different secret layers, they tend to get a lot of attention and they don't slip through the cracks. Most people are aware of them and you have plenty of time to put in your orders. But for the more like specific, like Yargle Day, for example, which was based around September the 3rd being 9/3 and Yargle's 9/3, which is actually a really fun and random concept. Another reason I really like secret layers. But anyways, that one kind of slipped through the cracks for people. Not everybody was aware of the whole Yargle Bargle, right? So as a result, it makes me think that creating an app like this would be a smart business move. I don't really see the downside, right? If you don't want the app, you don't have to install it. If you're a secret layer enthusiast, especially if you're somebody who's like, hey, I've got the membership and I want to take full advantage of it, it seems like a good idea. And like you could have it also keep track of your orders theoretically, right? Just as something to let you know what's coming and keep track of your orders. As long as they keep it simple and make sure it's actually functional, that could be genuinely useful. It would allow people to keep up to date with where their secret layers were. If they have any kind of dispute or problem that needs resolution, you can do it directly through the app and they could have a dedicated group that sorts all that out for secret layers. So for me, that seems like it has a lot of potential. So yeah, in summary, I feel like the membership situation is more interesting than the subscription service, but there's no reason you couldn't have both coinciding. You could theoretically have subscription service with a premium level where you can also get exclusive drops. I mean, I feel like most likely Wizards of the Coast is just going to pick one or the other, but who knows? At this point, Wizards of the Coast makes a ton of different products, tries things a ton of different ways, so it's theoretically possible that they could do both. I I had other magic news to talk about, but there was so much going on with Secret Lair that I just decided, you know what? I'll make this the focus of today's video. But at this point, I've said everything I have to say, so now it's your turn, my friends. Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. Interested in subscription? Interested in membership? Don't want any of that nonsense? What do you think of the app? All that good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, list of my top patrons scrolling on by. Thanks for supporting my channel. If you happen to be one of those big Secret Lair whales, well, you know what, come get on my Patreon. Have your name scroll on by. Make you feel even more special. All right, thanks for coming by, my friends. See you next time.